How old are you?
21. No, 22. I'm sorry, I just had
What?
a birthday. 22.
What do you do for a living?
I'm unemployed right now.
What do you do to occupy your time?
Take care of my family right now.
How do you support yourself?
Well, I actually work through temp services, but I had an injury on my leg, so I'm waiting on a call right back.
You're waiting on a call from whom?
The temp service that I work for.
How do you support yourself?
The temp service calls me when they have a job opening.
You said you're unemployed right now. This is your girlfriend. You have a child with your girlfriend. She's very pregnant again with another child. Is that right?
Yes.
You're 22, but you thought you were 21. All I want to know is, how do you support your family?
I work.
You just told me you were unemployed.
My name is in the system for temp service in Atlanta, Georgia. So when they have jobs, they call you.
Right now, you said you're unemployed, and I asked you a very simple question. When you're unemployed, you have no money because you don't have a job, and you have a girlfriend. Do you work?
No, ma'am.
Who doesn't work? And how old are you?
21.
21. And you have 2 children?
Yes.
And you're expecting a third, or you
No, I'm
have
expecting
one?
a second. I have
You're
one
expecting a second. Who do you live with?
My fiance.
Just the 3 of you?
No.
Who else?
His mom and his sister.
So you live with his mother?
Yes.
So your mother supports you?
Kind of, sort of.
What do you mean, kind of, sort of?
Because if I don't have it, then my mom helps me.
Don't you realize how ridiculous this all sounds? What does your mother do for a living?
She's a teacher.
She's a teacher, so she gets up every day and goes to work.
Yeah, I was working until I split my leg.
Listen to me. Zandori.
Zandor.
There's a certain routine of life, and I'm willing to blur the lines at the end of it, because I'm getting older. And even Bird has learned that, we were both very rigid at one point, but we both say there are shades of gray, But there are certain things that we know, that if you're unemployed, don't know how to make a living, and you're living with your mother, you don't make 2 babies with somebody who is also unemployed, doesn't do anything, when you have a mother who would probably prefer that her 22 or maybe 21-year-old child, depending upon the answer to the question, move out and do his own laundry and not occupy the house and let her breathe a little bit. You have siblings?
Mm-hmm.
How many?
Yeah, I got one that lives with me.
What does he do?
No, she.
She?
She lives at home.
Does she work?
No, she just had a baby.
So let me understand this. Your mother, the school teacher, has 2 children who do nothing but stay home and make children that she supports. I'm just trying to figure this out. Do you understand how ridiculous that sounds to me? What's more ridiculous is that the 2 of you are fighting over him. Because this is a case of an assault. As if he was some sort of a prize. Sit down.
No.
You want to tell me about this fight that you had with Miss Dancer?
Yes.
I have a complaint and a cross-complaint about an assault. I have limited patience with both of you because did you know that when you started to date him, he had a girlfriend and a baby?
No, actually, I dated Mr. Nash first when I was 17 years old, when we were still in high school. So that's how I know Mr. Nash.
When did you stop dating him?
It lasted about 6 months from the summer to the winter.
Just a minute. Just give me the month and year.
Maybe about July 2014 to
You stopped dating
December
him.
2014.
So you weren't dating anymore in 2014?
No.
Were you dating him in 2014?
No, ma'am.
Did you have a child with him in 2014?
No, ma'am.
So what were you fighting about in 2000? This fight happened in 2017, right?
Yes.
What month?
June 25th, 2017.
You hadn't had any contact with him since 2014?
I've had contact with him. My last point of contact with Zandor was the summer of 2016.
What kind of contact?
I called to say hello, and he hung up in my face.
And
that was the end of that. I just decided to leave him alone. He told me he had a girlfriend. He didn't say who.
So he hung up. So you didn't see him in 2016?
No.
Were you mad at him?
No.
Now, did you know that Miss Arnold had contacted him in 2016?
Yes.
How did you know?
I was standing beside him when she called.
And were you annoyed?
No, I just laughed.
At what?
Her. We was friends before.
Who was friends before?
Me and Destiny.